This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am here with Jeremy Potvin, who is heading up Zomato, or Zomato as some people call it, for all of Canada. And for those of our viewers who don't know what Zomato is, Jeremy Potvin, would you mind explaining?
So Zomato is a restaurant and dining discovery guide. Canada is the 17th city that we've launched in. We started 6 years ago based out of Delhi. Two friends created this platform. They spent the next 4 years blanketing India with it. 2 years ago, they started their first foreign market in Dubai. And from there, they've grown rapidly. So today we launched. We're the 17th country in the world. And a lot of people ask me, why Toronto? Your viewers will absolutely know this. Toronto is an incredible city for food. We have internationally recognized cuisine, chefs, food events. Plus, we are also a mobile-first country. Canada and Toronto especially is a country of early adopters. We all walk around with the internet in our pocket every day. We love our apps. So this was prone for discovery. And that's what Zomato is all about. It's about finding that next great place to go eat, to go have a night out, lunch, delivery. We deliver custom, localized results for our users.
And what makes it so different from any of the other services that are out there right now?
So, there's a variety of different things. There's different applications, there's blogs people use. Sometimes people just post a question on Facebook and wait for 30 people to answer, and they pick the 2 people that they think know the most about food and make their decision that way. So we're going up against probably 16 or 18 different things that people are just used to doing. How we're different is our data. Our data is very accurate. We just spent the last 5 weeks walking in and out of every single restaurant in the entire GTA, and that is from Milton to Pickering up to Highway 7. And what does that do for us? That gives us the most up-to-date and current information on every restaurant. How many times does someone search for something and they get there and maybe it's actually not open on a Monday, or the hours were wrong, or the menu that you saw was from 2 years ago? This doesn't happen with Zomato. We walk in and out of every single restaurant, we get all of the important information, and we have a current, up-to-date menu for almost every single listing that we have on the platform. And if you're a restaurant that changes your menu, every week, every month, we keep that updated. So not only do we go and visit all 11,000 restaurants in the GTA to launch the platform, every 30 to 90 days, we revisit every single one of the locations to make sure nothing has changed and that we have the most up-to-date and accurate information. So what does this mean? When you are out in the East End and you're searching for a new restaurant, when you find that restaurant on the platform, you know that if they have a certain item on the menu, you're going to go and it will be there.
Now, there is a whole social media aspect to Zomato, is there not?
Absolutely. So in that same scenario where you're looking for that restaurant in the East End, you're going to be presented with a lot of choices in the vicinity. What Zomato then gives you is it's very easy to connect to your social graph. So now you've got all of your friends connected, and you can also follow foodies like Jamie Drummond that you respect. So when you do find those locations, you can dive into the reviews, see if any of your friends have ever been there, or any of the foodies that you follow have been there, and you can get a better perspective on whether you will like the place or not. So that goes back to that scenario I mentioned where you're posting something on Facebook and waiting for those 2 foodies that you most respect to pipe up and give you a suggestion. This all happens across our platform, and it's very easy for us to deliver these localized custom search results for you.
Now, from my investigations into Zomato, I saw there were, in the other cities anyway, 2 distinct sides to it. There were the restaurant reviews,
yes,
and there was also a blog aspect to it as well.
Yeah, so we have relationships with bloggers. So when we first come to a city, we reach out to the local food community, and we create relationships with them because we know that they will have followers in the city, and they will have sometimes a lot of them, sometimes just a few. Either way, Zomato can be a great way for them to share their content with more people and become an expert for neighborhoods within the city.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there are also some other things that kind of streamline into the whole Zomato app. I noticed there's a whole kind of Instagram-like photos aspect of it.
Absolutely. So we all love photos. If you're standing on the corner waiting for the light to turn red, you've got 15 seconds to burn. You open up the app and Instagram and you look through. Everyone just eats up photos with their eyes all day long. So this is a huge part of Zomato. And a great way to experience food and what your friends are doing. When you dive into the application, you can go straight to your news feed and just see every place your friends have checked into, the photos that they're uploading. It's a very visual application.
And is there any editing done at your end of the reviews or the pictures or anything like that? I mean, what proves that there is legitimacy in any of these reviews? Because as you know, other websites such as Yelp are abused to within an inch of their lives. And it really has become quite obvious now that happens.
Absolutely. So one thing we don't want to do is stop a conversation or stop people sharing their opinions. We're not going to moderate that. A business owner can claim the listing and have the opportunity to respond to any bad review or a good review. The algorithm that Zomato uses really helps people find the reviews that are going to be relevant to them. The reviews that are liked and engaged with more, you'll find those in the popular section. So everybody has an opinion, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But if you really want to see what the local experts and what people whose views and reviews are valued want to see, you just touch on our popular section and you can see reviews that are going to be more relevant to you. Now, in answer to your question about photos, we've got filters so it keeps the look of the application quite consistent. Just like a well curated Instagram feed, you're going to find the look of the photos across Zomato very consistent. But what we do take out and we do moderate is anything, any kind of spam, and again with reviews, if there's any spam in there, we take that out. But with the photos, we take out anything that's inappropriate. Selfies are not allowed on Zomato, so we take those out. So it's just all about food.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, in the future, you're looking to integrate both table reservations and payment systems.
Yes.
Is this correct? And
absolutely.
When do you think this will be implemented?
So we have a global partnership with OpenTable. We still are waiting on our go date here in Toronto. We were hoping to launch with it. It's not the case. Right now it is being tested in London and we've had success with it. So we're hoping that's going to happen very soon this year. Payments is another great way to make, everyone's got those 140 apps in their pocket, and there's 3 of them that they'll probably use every single day, whether it's again Instagram for pictures, or Facebook to just connect with their friends, or they use Quip or Evernote to write down a note in a meeting. We want to be that for food. So we have to look at our users and what they do. There's people who probably go to the same couple of places for lunch every day, or maybe only go to 2 or 3 restaurants, and they might not want to try too many more restaurants. They know where the restaurant is, they know they love it, and they might not be wanting to write a review or upload a photo. How do we become important to that person? And that's where payments will come into play. We're already testing this now, and essentially we are bringing the Uber experience to the restaurant. Will you be able to just come to the restaurant, open up Zomato, tap that you're going to pay with Zomato, have your meal, and off you go. And we check you out.
Now, if people were interested in checking out Zomato for themselves, how would they go about doing that?
Easy. You can go online, Zomato.com. You can create an account there. You can just download it on your iPhone, your Windows phone, or your Android. We have an application for each platform. Very easy, one tap. You can connect with your Facebook account or use your email and create a password, and you're good to go.
Well, Jeremy Potvin, thank you very much for joining us today at Good Food Revolution. We look forward to experimenting with Zomato and see where it goes, and we'll catch up with you very soon. Thank you very much.
Jamie, thank you very much for having me.
Take care. Bye-bye.